She's not innocent. She just makes you think she is. She's tricked you into believing that she's a certain type of girl. Her sweetness, her charm, even her easiness, she's used as leverage to make you think a certain way. She might have even handpicked you. Could even tell that you're the type of guy that she could manipulate. This is how liars operate. This is how cheaters operate. She can tell you're the type of guy that she can lie to. She can tell you believe her game. Guys, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. It's time to stop believing these women. Don't pay attention to what she says. Pay attention to what she does. The time that you'll find the biggest truth about her is when everything hits the fan. Then the truth comes out. Then she tells you who she really is. Then she tells you how she really operates. Before that, everything's roses, right? Everything's all great. She acts a certain way because she wants something from you. She wants to try to lock you down, so she doesn't want to tell you about her shady past. She doesn't want to tell you how many guys she has in rotation that you don't know about. How many guys she was with before she met you. She doesn't want to tell you any of that. That's none of your business as far as she's concerned. She wants to hide that because that's going to make her look bad. It's going to lower her value. She wants to promote a facade. So she's going to turn on the charm. She's going to say nice things to you. She's going to act nice. She's going to behave all sweet and shy and, oh, I'm just innocent. This is what they do. This is what they do, fellas. This is what they do. She wants something from you. She wants a commitment from you. So she's going to act like she's perfect. She's going to act like her shit doesn't stink. But the truth is she's a wolf. The truth is she's a liar. The truth is once she loses interest in you, then that other side of her is going to come out. That side that she's been hiding. She's not fully genuine. She knows how to put the charm on. And eventually, it's going to take her under. That other lifestyle. All those lies that she's telling. She's going to become that other person. Because you can only keep up a charade for so long. You can only keep up a facade for so long. You can only be fake and phony for so long. You can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. And in the meantime, what? There's a trail of broken hearts behind you. Trail of hurt men, STDs, kids out of wedlock. You're a ticking time bomb. You're a destructive force in many people's lives, including your family. This is what happens when women lie. This is what happens when they play the game. They think, I can do everything that men can do, and they consider and they think that men are these big players and big liars. And to some extent, some men are. But it ain't the same thing. It's not the same thing with men and women. Because women have more access to the opposite sex than men do. Men, we have to have more accountability. Women by nature have less accountability. And they exploit this. They use it to their advantage. They like that. Life is hard, so it's easy to take what you can get when you can get it. Oh, I can lie to these people. I can lie to guys and I can get over on guys. I'm going to take that because it's convenient. It's convenient to make yourself look like you're a certain way. And guys fall for you, and you like that. But you don't really want them. You want the validation. You want how it makes you feel that guys are falling all over you. Maybe you grew up ugly. Maybe you had a nerdy stage, and you don't forget that. You didn't forget that nerdy stage. You didn't forget how people treated you when you were dumpy. Maybe secretly you have low self-esteem. Maybe secretly you don't think you're that pretty. So you use that to screw guys over. You use that as a foundation for why you do what you do. Or maybe that's your weakness. Some guys might exploit that, and those guys who exploit it, you want to chase. But you'll never love them. Because once they start to show you affection, then you're gone. Because who you really are comes out to light. You're that liar. You're that manipulator. It's evident in the fact that you're consistently single, the fact that you go through guys like tissue. And yeah, the wall's coming. You're going to hit the wall, and you're already hitting it. Already got a belly, already got a kid, already got an STD, whatever. Already been through a ton of guys. And deep down, you're lonely. Deep down, you're sad. Because even though sex is fun, even though it feels good and it's exciting, it's not ultimately fulfilling. But you're too far gone. You don't know how to fix it. You don't know how to fix it. Because it's become your personality. It's become your persona. It's become part of your character. Don't believe the lies, fellas. Don't believe these quote-unquote innocent girls, that they're just victims and they're oppressed and, oh, poor things. They do a lot of dirt that you don't know about. They do a lot of stuff behind your back that you don't know about, that they don't want to tell you. Very convenient for them not to mention the fact that they got other guys in rotation. Very convenient for them not to mention the fact that they've slept with a whole bunch of men before they met you. And they got plans for you, and they got plans for other men that they're not telling you about. That's not living in the truth. It's no way to have a life. There's a lot that they don't tell you about. There's a lot of innocence that they don't tell you about. They're not honest. And if they were, if they genuinely cared about you, if they genuinely loved you, then they would be honest. And they would tell you their real intentions up front. They wouldn't be quiet and hide their true feelings. All that's a facade. You're opportunists. You're opportunistic. You get in where you fit in. You take what guys give you, as opposed to having any kind of standards. And you can't just say, oh, well, I have low self-esteem, that's why I do it. No. It's your game. Maybe you do have low self-esteem. But so what? You work on your low self-esteem. So what? You get better. You don't be a wolf. You're a wolf anytime a guy tries to love you, or a guy tries to help you, or a guy tries to do anything positive for you. You just walk the opposite way. So you don't want to get helped. It's like that old E40 song, Captain Save a Hoe. You can't save a hoe if she doesn't want to be saved. She's just going to disrespect you and cheat on you and turn around. And the only thing you can do with her is just treat her like a hoe, because that's what she is and that's what she wants to be. And of course the hoes are going to turn it around on you and act like you're the problem, and they just they want love and all these lies. You don't want love. If you wanted love, you would stop slutting around. If you wanted love, you would actually treat somebody good. You would actually treat a man good instead of just being a... There's nothing cool about being slutty. There's nothing cool about that. Sure, you're popular. Sure, we love it. We love getting our dick sucked. We love all the sex. It's great. But we don't respect you. And we might catch feelings for you, and you might think that's cool, the guys catch feelings for you. But guess what? There's going to be a time when you hit 40, when you hit 45, and you're no longer going to be attractive. And you think you can just settle down and you're going to find somebody by the time that happens. It's not going to happen. Because any man of quality is going to see right through your bullshit. Any man who's worth it is going to see right through your bullshit. We can tell, ladies, that you're sluts. We can tell that you're gamers, that you're playing games. We can tell that you're acting a certain way. We can tell. And it's only going to last as far as you're attractive. Once you stop being attractive, it's not going to last anymore. You're going to have to start living in reality at that point. Whatever that may be for you, you're going to have to settle down with some nerdy guy that you don't really love. You're going to have to settle down with some overweight guy, some guy who's just there to be your security blanket because he's got a certain income. You're not going to get the type of guy that you really want to love. You're never going to find real love with that behavior. You might find a certain kind of love. You might find a love that you settled for. But you're not going to find the kind of guy that you really wanted to love. Because the guy that you really wanted to love is going to have standards. And he's going to want you to be honest. And he's going to want you to tell the truth. And he's going to want you to communicate with him. And he's not going to want to play any games. And he's not going to want to have any bullshit. And he's going to want to love you for who you are. And he's going to want to love you despite your faults, if you're honest about them and if you are honestly faithful to him. But that's going to require a change on your part. That's going to require for you to start telling the truth and living in the truth. And you've cultivated habits of lying, and you've cultivated habits of being sneaky, and it's not easy to break those habits. So that's the solution, that's the answer. And your family wants you to do that. Your family wants you to live in the truth. You're not fooling anybody. People close to you know who you really are and how you really are. They might not say it, but they know it. It's only up to you to make a change. You can't expect some guy to come along and all of a sudden everything's going to be magical, like in the movies or in the children's stories. Doesn't work that way. You have to make an effort yourself. You can't wait for a guy to change you. I'll change when I meet the right guy. I'll change when the right guy comes along. This is what all these girls out here, they think. They all think that once they meet Prince Charming, their fairy tale is going to start. Don't work like that, ladies. You work on yourself first, and then you'll meet somebody who's fitting to who you are. If you're a liar and a cheater and a slut and constantly sleeping around, then you're going to meet somebody like that. You're going to meet somebody who fits who you are. So the answer is, stop doing that. The answer is start living in reality. Start living in the truth. I deserve to treat a man better than how I've been treating men. And you'll get that karma back. You'll get that good karma back if you put that out there. If you start treating men better, if you start telling the truth, you'll get that good karma back. There might be a man out there who wants to love you, who wants to forgive you, who wants to take you back. But you're not telling the truth. You're not living in the truth. You think you can still play the game. You think it's all a big game. And it's not. It's not a game. You're the one who's being played. You think you're playing other guys, but you're the one who's being played. You think that you're getting away with being dishonest. You're not. Every year you get older and nobody wants you because you become what you are. You become how you behave. You become a liar. You become a cheater, and nobody who's worthwhile wants that. You might be able to fool some people, but you can't fool yourself. You can't fool your past track record. Karma does not mess around. Live in the truth, live in honesty, live in reality. Otherwise, you're just getting used. You think you're using other people, but you're the one who's getting used in the end. And you might be using other people. And you might be hurting men. But you're getting used too. And you don't know it. You're getting used by your own machinations, by your own doings. You're playing yourself because you're wasting your life. Sure, sex is good, it's fun. But deep down you want love. Deep down you want something real. It's just you don't know how to get it anymore. You don't know how to be honest. You don't know how to communicate. You read books about how to have a relationship and how to deal with the angry man or how to deal with a strong-willed man and how to... But what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you behaving? You read books so that you can figure men out. Why? So that it can be easier on you, so that you can manipulate easier, so that you can... You're deluding yourself into thinking that, oh, I can somehow deal with this man. But you're not communicating. You're not communicating. You're not telling him how you really feel. You're not being honest. You don't know how to have an actual relationship. You're trying to figure men out like we're some kind of tool to figure out how to use, or to, we're some kind of entity that you can, well, once I got these guys figured out, then things will be better for me. No. That's not how it works. A relationship is a mutual thing. A relationship is a mutual communication, and it requires honesty. None of your relationships are going to work out if you are not honest with the other person. Maybe you need counseling. Maybe from what you've been through with your parents' divorce, you need to see a counselor. Maybe you have some real hang-ups inside that you need to get worked out. You've got some real twisted type of sensibility inside. You're very selfish and you don't know it. You're very narcissistic and you don't know it. You're something seriously wrong with your personality development. Something seriously wrong with your person, and you don't even know it. You walk around with a princess narrative that you're so special and that it's the guys who you need to figure out. It's the guys who need to change and not you. No, you need to change. If you change, then the guys will change. The guys that you're meeting will change. If you change and you start to take responsibility for your own actions and you start to own up to your own behavior and you start to really self-actualize, it's called self-actualization, meaning you really look at yourself for who you really are. And you really start to take note of your own behavior. And you really start to have some kind of basis of what is good behavior and what is honest behavior and what is real and genuine behavior. And you try to live up to that. That's self-actualization. That's how you become a better person. And when you become a better person, then you can finally meet somebody who's a good person. then you can finally have a good relationship. Until that happens, until you stop being selfish, until you stop being narcissistic, until you stop being manipulative and lying, there's no way that you can be successful in a relationship setting. You're going to continue to get the same kind of guys who you're getting, because real, genuine guys don't want to have anything to do with you, because we can tell. And you might be able to fool us for a while, but eventually we can tell. Eventually who you really are is going to come out, and you're never going to be able to have a successful relationship. You might have a sort of handicapped relationship, a sort of patched together relationship that works on the outside, but it's not a fulfilling, it's not a normal relationship. It's not what it could have been if you had worked on yourself. As if you can even get that. I mean, your sexual market value is only going to go for so long. It's only going to go for so long. There's going to be a certain point where you can no longer get dick like you used to. And then you're going to get scared, and you're going to get baby rabies. Oh, I got to have a baby. I want to settle down. Because your sexual market value is getting lower and lower as the years pass. And you know this, you sense this deep down. You're not as attractive as you once were. Guys don't come at you the way they used to. They don't have the same type of reaction to you. Then you're going to scramble for someone to settle down with. And you just got to take what you can get at that point and hope it works. Because you're so damaged from past relationships. How are you going to find someone who's not as damaged as you? Chances are you're going to meet someone who's just as damaged as you. And you're going to settle for that person, and you're going to wonder, well, I wonder what love was. Well, you had all kinds of chances to have it. You had all kinds of chances. And what'd you do? You screwed guys over, you lied, you cheated. Because you thought you could get someone better, because you didn't want to give up sucking cock on the side, because you didn't want to tell the truth and be real in a relationship. So that's all I got to say about this subject, boys and girls. Don't believe what she says. Don't believe the sweetness. Don't believe the sweet act. Don't believe all the rosy attitude she puts on. Most of it's a facade. Most of it's a front. Who she really is, is what she does. Who she really is what she does when no one's looking. That's her true character. That's her true character. And they've all got an easy access to as much dick as they want until they hit 30. When they start to get fat. They get ugly. And they have a kid, and then they're stressed out from their kid. And guys don't want that baggage. We don't want that baggage. We don't want to raise someone else, some other guy's kid, some other guy's mistake. Where does that put you, ladies? That's what you get. You reap what you sow. You've been screwing guys over, lying to us for years, putting us in the friend zone, making us feel inferior, making us feel like we ain't shit, leading us on, sucking and fucking us, pretending like we're the problem, getting us arrested, getting the court in your favor. Well, you got some karma coming. We don't want no single mothers with baggage. We don't want no sluts. We don't want no liars and manipulators. We deserve better. You deserve better, guys. Don't settle. That's all I gotta say. Jay Lee, Northwest Podcast.